Guys, I'm back today with another Madden 24 video on the channel, and in today's video, I wanted to hop on here and talk about my thoughts on the Madden 24 ratings. Now, I'm not going to go over every single rating or every single team. I'm specifically going to go over the top 10 for most of these positions, and then I'll probably end up going over the top 20 for quarterbacks. And that's pretty much it. So I wanted to give you guys my thoughts, and before we do get started, I want to say one big thing is these ratings are meant to get people talking. They're supposed to be controversial. They're supposed to be questionable, whether you think this player belongs over that player or that player over that player. It is specifically meant to do this. EA does that on purpose. They want people talking about the game. The more people that come onto YouTube and make videos about this content, about the ratings, the more money that goes into their pocket, the more views, the more potential sales they're going to get. So these ratings are specifically meant to be controversial. Some of these players shouldn't be as high as they are. Some players should be higher, especially on the quarterback list. I definitely see a lot of people probably having a little bit of question with some of these players on here and the order that they're in. But overall, like I said, these ratings are going to change, number one, throughout the season too. They're going to get updated week after week, depending on how some of these players do during the regular season. But again, these ratings are meant to be controversial. They're meant to get people talking. They're meant to get people interested in the game, and that's why they release them a month before the game does actually come out. So they're want people to talking about the game. They want news stations, news articles to be written about them, and everything like that. So if you guys see questionable ratings, they're there on purpose for you to get angry about, for people to get angry about and make videos and talk about it. That's their whole plan with these ratings. But quickly, after we're gone with that, let's hop in here to the top 10 quarterbacks and to the top 20. Obviously, we have Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen. I'm content with that top three. I think that's perfect. I might move Jalen Hurts above Lamar Jackson. I might even move Justin Herbert above Lamar Jackson as well. And I might potentially flip-flop Aaron Rodgers, Dak Prescott, or move some players around there. But I don't mind these ratings. Lamar Jackson, I think, should be dropped a little bit, but some of these other ratings I'm not too upset about. We're going to hop over to the 11 through 20. Trevor Lawrence, I'd love to see a little bit higher, maybe toss him up a little bit higher in the top 10, but I can't can't be mad about putting him at 11. Geno Smith, Jared Goff, Kyler Murray, Derek Carr, Deshaun Watson, Garoppolo, Russell Wilson, Ryan Tannehill, Justin Fields. You can be mad at them. It is what it is. Things are going to change throughout the season, so it is what it is. And I think this is where people probably have a lot of the problems with some of these ratings. But we're going to hop over to some of the other ratings really quickly. Top 10 safeties: Derwin James, Minkah Fitzpatrick, Justin Simmons, Kevin Byard, Jesse Bates, Tyrann Mathieu, Budda Baker, Hoyer, Harrison Smith, and Micah Hyde. Pretty self-explanatory. A lot of these ratings for some of these players, as you guys are going to see here in the top 10 wide receivers, but a lot of these ratings you're going to see that are kind of pushed over from last year's games or from even previous year's games. They kind of stay consistent with some of those ratings and some of those veterans. Tyreek Hill's been like a 97, 98 for a couple of years now. We got Devontae Adams dropping down a little bit, Stephon Diggs, Cooper Kupp. I love to see Jamar Chase a little bit higher, I feel like, and D-Hop might be a little too high on this list. I feel like you could move A.J. Brown up a bit as well. But again, these ratings are meant to be controversial. They're meant to be like that. So it is what it is. Moving on to D-linemen, we have Aaron Donald, Chris Jones, Dexter Lawrence, Quentin Williams, Cameron Hayward, Jonathan Allen, Jeffrey Simmons, Vita Vea, DJ Reader, and Christian Wilkins. Again, Aaron Donald's, I think he broke the record or tied the record with Peyton Manning for the most times being a 99 overall, so kind of expected to see him at a 99 overall as well. And we're going to move on to edge rushers, Nick Bosa and Myles Garrett. I don't mind seeing at 98. Micah Parsons, 97 as well. TJ Watt, I'd love to see moved up. 94, I feel like is a little bit too low. I feel like you could have moved him up to 97, 98. In that range would have been great. Von Miller, not too bad. Max Crosby, Joey Bosa. And that's pretty much it. So, again, these ratings are a little controversial, but they're meant to be like that. Hopping over to the O-line, we have Zach Martin moving up to a 99. I feel like you probably could have put Trent Williams at a 99, Lane Johnson at a 98. The one little question mark is Jason Kelce at a 92. I feel like you could have bumped that up as well. But again, these ratings are meant to be controversial, and it is just what it is. Moving on to running backs, we have Nick Chubb, Christian McCaffrey, Josh Jacobs, and Derrick Henry, rounding off the top four with Saquon Barkley. Dalvin Cook is the quite big outlier here. Not even signed to a team right now. He's a free agent, and we have him at a 91. So a little bit high for Aaron Rodgers, or for Dalvin Cook, not Aaron Rodgers. But I do feel like that could be moved around. But it is what it is. I feel like the top four, top five is pretty set in stone. Personally, I'm a big fan of Derrick Henry. I'd probably bump him up a little bit to maybe a 95. But I think the top four, top five is pretty perfect for the running backs. We have Travis Kelce, who's been a 99 for a couple years now, or really up there in the 99, 98 range. George Kittle, Mark Andrews, TJ Hawkinson, Dallas Goedert, Kyle Pitts. Pretty self-explanatory list for the tight ends. And moving on to cornerbacks, we have Jair Alexander, Jalen Ramsey rounding up the top two. Patrick Surtain, Sauce Gardner getting a big bump from last year, Marlon Humphrey, Darius Slay, Gilmore, Lattimore, Tre'Davious White, and Denzel Ward rounding out the top 10. So not too bad of a list there, but that is going to round out this video today with the top 10s for some of these positions. Again, I want to emphasize these lists are meant to be controversial. They're meant to be getting people talking. So if you see some of your favorite players that are lower than other players you think are better than them or worse than them, then that's the whole point of these ratings. It's to get people talking about it and get people more interested and hyped up for the game. And again, these ratings are going to change throughout the season. So a player you see at the top of the leaderboard right now maybe drop down to the top 10 and even farther potentially if they have a bad year. So beware that the ratings are going to change throughout the year. So anyways, that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys did, please make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel if you guys are new, and I will see you guys in the next video.